Today is the first day of the season for me. Hello, I'm Griffiths. Welcome to Gwynny Griffith. Here we look at everything beekeeping, farming, countryside living, and we do reviews as well. Now today, what is it? I think the 16th of April, and I'm on the bees for the first day, putting supers out today and all weekend, probably for the next 4 days, getting supers out on all these sites. Been a bit of a funny year. It's been still really cold now. There are bees flying down there now, but nothing crazy. It's the wind is so cold. We're still getting that easterly, northerly wind, which is still freezing. Last night it froze really hard, and I've been holding this job out for as long as I can, because you can't put supers on too early, chill the brood, and then you stop their development or slow their development down, so they're not going to get that big very quick. So I think now I've got to do this job. I can't wait any longer, because if the good weather does come, these bees are going to be needing some space. And the spring flowers are out, the dandelion is out, the blackthorn is out. This cold weather now is a bit of a disaster. It's the last thing I need, but that's the spring we've got, and it's really dry, which is quite nice, but I don't want it to go too dry like last year, because we could easily lose a spring crop. But the spring crop's not looking that good at the minute. This cold weather stopping the bees getting to the flowers is out, so the next 2 weeks is going to be very important, especially if we are going to get a spring crop. Last year I didn't hardly had a spring crop, but yeah, it's not looking too good at the minute. Well, better crack on. I'm going to try and do 3 sites today, and I'll get some bee footage in for you to see the different standards of bees, see what they're looking like. First time I've seen them this year, and hopefully they're quite big. Talking to a few bee farmers last night on the Zoom. Richard Noel, one of them, I'm sure you watch his channel, and his bees are doing really well. So I know he's miles away in France, but yeah, I reckon we're going to be 4 weeks behind him at least, but maybe wrong. Let's find out. These bees bringing in the honey already, and I can see straight away, see that colour, it's a lot more yellowy and orangey. That there is dandelion honey. So these bees are managing getting out. Not massive colony. How many frames of brood? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. They're certainly starting to fill that up. Super on these straight away. So here's another one. Welsh black bees this time. The first one there was buckfast. You can see they were a lot more gingery. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames again. But these are not as active. These haven't started bringing in any kind of honey really, not even building wild comb yet. So definitely early enough for the black bees. Maybe a little bit late on the buckfast. We'll see how we get through it. Here's another Welsh black beehive. Pretty big this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Full 11 frame of bees there. And as you can see, colour on them. They are as black as you can get it. And unlike the other hive that we just done, these are building up just nice. No wild comb here yet. They're definitely wanting space, but they're not struggling for it yet. Super on these. I think that's perfect timing for this one. Here's another buckfast hive, buckfast cross Welsh black these are. I've just moved the stand from there. You can see all those flying bees trying to work out where the hive has gone. I've just moved it there 2 foot this week, and next week I'm gonna move it to there to get it on the stand and off a pallet. These timber pallets are terrible. Look how that's just totally rotted through. But anyway, let's count the seams of bees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 frames on this one. Buckfast cross Welsh black bees. Early enough to get supers on this one, so I'm pretty happy. I haven't put supers on before now, but I am very happy I am here today doing it. Another Welsh black hive. Ten frames of bees. So good to see them after a long winter. Yeah, look at them going for me straight away. Here we got the Buckfast cross Welsh blacks. Pretty much the majority of what I got is Buckfast cross Welsh blacks. And you can see these are turning a lot more black, so they're going back to the back blee. So you can see there, these ones, they start with the ginger in the abdomen, so I know that's Buckfast in them. And the ones like, let's find my finger, no, Buckfast, that's that one there, he's all black, so that's Welsh black, so that's the difference. But yeah, spot on timing with this one again. You can see that's where they've occupied, and you can see with the colour of the wax here, very, very white going old. Only now that they are moving into the rest of the hive. So yeah, very happy with my timings so far this year. So I just want to show you something really quick here, and this is just the magic of spring. We can see a frame now gone into winter. Bees looking very healthy. We've got lots of fresh brood and seal brood on this side, and on this side then, that's solid stores. So you can see the frame in the winter would have looked all like that right across. And now spring is in the air, and spring is taking over the frame. So the bees are consuming this honey here, and then the queen is laying up in this place. And you can see, if we could timeline this really fast, what you'll see is all this disappearing and then filling up with brood as time goes on. So that's the perfect example of spring coming into winter, or spring taking over winter on a single frame. So another Buckfast cross here. Again, these are turning majority black now because the breeding is turning back black. But this hive now desperately needs a super, like the first hive that I went through. So this one I'm a little bit late on, but the majority we're okay. But this probably should have had a super a good week ago. So here's a good example of cold weather not getting on with the bees. These bees are healthy, queens laying, they're just coming into these frames. But these are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames of bees. They've obviously gone back into cluster mode, and just recently you can see all that fresh pollen there, willow and dandelion. They're just starting to kick off again. So this hive, 5 frame of bees, I'm not going to be giving this a super. So this is the first one, the first bad one I've seen. I've gone through most of this site already. This is the first bad one. This will survive, but that's not how you want to see them at this time of year. Just a little tiny group there. And you can see this was a nuke back last year. This used to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames. So I'm thinking now, is this my fault? Should I have overwintered this in a polystyrene nuke box rather than in a full-size box? I'm thinking now, possibly, maybe they're small because it's my fault I gave them too much space for the winter and they just couldn't keep it warm. That's why they're very small, but they're healthy enough. But yeah, goes to show, even in the winter, you know, beekeepers, even myself, make mistakes all the time. And I think this is partly down to my mistake. These should have stayed in a nuke box going into winter instead of a full-size hive. But live and learn, at least they haven't died. Not going to be supering them this week. Looking at them, they're going to be at least 2 weeks before these need a super. Okay.
Oh, they smell delicious.
Super blir det vi. Well, that's that first sight done. Pretty happy with that. I thought with all this cold weather they'd be knocked back a lot more than what they are. Obviously some, like you've seen, are knocked back quite hard. Others then haven't really made no difference. But there's no honey flow on at the minute. Nothing really coming in. What little bit of honey we saw there, that's just a little trickle. Nowhere near what a flow should be. And it's heating up, but they're not flying that strong. It's just that wind is so cold. But yeah, if every site is like this, I'll be pretty happy with that. Well, that's it for this video. I gotta crack on and go to the next site. And don't forget, if you like this video and you want to watch more of the same kind of content, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try my best to upload new videos every week. Thanks for watching.